Welcome to Tabletop Baseball Plus. And some more of the Ron Guidry 1978 replay. Start number 11 at Oakland. Again, no Reggie Jackson in the lineup, as you can see right there. Don't know if he's hurt, what's going on with Reggie, but he's not been in the lineup. Second game in a row now. Let's take a look at the Oakland lineup. Miguel DeLone, center field. Mike Edwards at second. Mario Guerrero at short. Mitchell Page in left field. Can't read my writing. Jeff Newman, catcher. Taylor Duncan at third. Tony Armas, DH. Jim Essien at first. And Gary Alexander in right field. On the mound is John Henry Johnson. So two lefties. And there's a look at what Guidry has done through 10 games. He's 6-3 in this replay of replay baseball. If we take a look down here at the bottom, we can see what actually happened in this game. The Yankees win 3-1. And Guidry improves to 8-0 in real life. He goes 8 1/3, gives up 6 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 11 strikeouts, and 1 home run. Now that last game, I had to make a little adjustment. He had an extra strikeout that I missed in the last game, so he ended up with 10 strikeouts instead of 9. So if you're keeping track or whatever, he has 64 total, not 63. So let's get going here. Mickey Rivers will lead off. He is a left-hander. 4-4 is an 11. And then a 4-4, and he's facing a lefty, so that's going to be second base. Shaded areas versus lefties. This is versus righties. Means he is significantly better versus left-handers, apparently. But judging by looking at the card, tends to walk lefties a little more. So I don't know. Let's see, again, a 4-11, 4-4, and a 4-4 is second base. Second base is Edwards. He is a 4, so that's a 15 in column 4. Possible error. 41, it's not going to be an error, so he'll make the play. Willie Randolph, 4-5 is a 5. And then a 4-6 versus a righty. 4-6 is third base, so that'll be a ground out to third, I believe. Yep. 2 away, Thurman Munson. 5-5, 15, and a 5-2. So an 18 in column 5. 18 in column 5 is an infield single. Let's see here. Runners advance 1 base. Well, there's no runners, so we're not going to check him. .36 for Lou Piniella is a 42. And then a 3-5. I don't think I need to check, but 3-5 versus righties a 3, so 45. That's the left-right. He's facing a left-handed pitcher, so it's a single. Runners advance 2 bases. Unless he has a 1 or 2 speed, which Munson does, he will stop at second base. First and second, 2 out, Chris Chambliss. A 6-2 is an 8. 6-5 versus a lefty. So a 10. Maybe he's worse against lefties. I don't know. 6-10 or 6-2. 6-5 is a 2, so it's a 10. Single to center. Runners advance 2 bases with 2 outs. 3 straight hits. And it's 1-0 Yankees here in the top of the first. Here's Greg Nettles. A 6-2 is a 9 and a 6-2. He's a lefty. So a 10. Again, single. Runners advance 2 bases with 2 outs. Scores another run. First and third. 4 straight hits. Cliff Johnson. 5-5. 5-5 is a 20 and a 5-4. 23, column 5. 23, base on balls. So John Henry Johnson in a little bit of trouble here. Bases loaded. I think we have to check M of the action chart for further on-base action. And we get a 7. So wild pitch possibility. If the blue die is higher, all runners advance on a wild pitch. It is not. It is a 1, so no wild pitch. 5-2 for Paul Blair. 27. And then a 5-5 is a 4. So it's 31 in column 5 is a fly out to center. Finally ends the inning. 2 runs. Could have been a lot worse. Bases were loaded on that fly out. Bottom of the first, Miguel DeLone, 6-1, 31, and a 6-3 is a 32, column 6. And that'll be a strikeout. He has the K. That's how I missed that strikeout in that last game. 1-6 is a 45, and a 1-4, 46 will be a strikeout of Mike Edwards. Here's Mario Guerrero. 2-6 is a 3. Column 2, 3. Does it change? A 56. It stays a 3. And the fielder is a center fielder, which is Rivers is a 4. It is higher, so he'll make the catch. Fly out to Mickey Rivers in center. For the third out, top of the second, Bucky Dent. 6-5 is a 31 and a 6-1. 33 is a 2, so 33. Column 6 is a pop out to second. So 1 out, Mickey Rivers. 2-4. 2-4 is a 16, and then a 2-1 is a 2, so that's an 18. 18, column 2 is going to be a fly out to center. 12-16, and it would have been a walk. He has that W there. 6-1, 16, and a 6-4. 19 is going to be a fly out to right field. 3 up, 3 down, go to the Yankees in the second. So John Henry Johnson settles down. Here's Mitchell Page. 4-5 is a 2. And then a 4-1. That'll be a ground ball to second or first. 4-1. 1 out. Jeff Newman. 6-2 is a 9. Need to see if that changes. It's a 3, or a 12, sorry, 12. And he's a right-hander, 12. That changes to a 6. 6. So then a 6-4 is an 8. That'll be a single. 6-4 is a 2, so an 8 is a single for Jeff Newman. 1 out, 1 on, Taylor Duncan, 4-2. 4-2 is a 3, and then a 4-4. Shortstop. That's going to be a, well, let's see, shortstop is, Dent is a 2, so it's a 5. That'll be a double play. 2 to 6. Possible double play, so it's a double play. If it would have been a 6, then you would check the pivot man. It was a 5. So it is a double play. Thurman Munson, 1 for 1, 3-2, an 11, and then a 3-4. So a 13, column 3 is a line out to short. Lou Piniella, 4-2 is an 18, and a 4-1. Second baseman, +4, so 22. And column 4 is a single. Lou Piniella, 2 for 2. Chris Chambliss, 4-2 is a 2, and a 4-3. Second base, and that's going to be a double play. That'll be a, well, he's a 4. That's going to make that a 6. Infielder halfway. So we'll need to check the double play. Pivot man, shortstop, Guerrero is a 3. And what we do, roll 1 die. He's a 3 and a 4. That will be a double play. 4-6-3. And that ends the inning. Bottom of the third, Tony Armas. Good morning, baseball demos, David. 6-3. 36. And then a 6-5. 39. Column 6 is a strikeout. Mark that right there. Jim Essien, the catcher. Sorry, first baseman. He did catch some, didn't he? Yeah. 5-6 is a 5. 5-4. 7 in column 5 is a walk. One out, 1 on, Gary Alexander. 2-1. 2-1 is a 39. And then a 2-3. So 40 in column 2 is a ground out to short. Runners advance 1 base. That moves Essien to second. Miguel DeLone with 2 outs. The batter, 2-1 is a 41 and a 2-1. So 42, column 2. Just had that to ground out to short. So Essien is stranded. Move to the top of the 4th. It's Greg Nettles leading off. It's 2-0 Yankees. 3-6 is a 47 and a 3-4. So 49, column 3. 49, and it is a lefty-lefty matchup. So it's a leaping catch by the second baseman. Call it a line out to second. 1 out, Cliff Johnson, 6-1, 31, and a 6-4. He's a right-hander, so 30 is a 3. 34, column 6 is a fly out to center. 2 outs, Paul Blair. 2-4. 2-4 is a 2, and then a 2-4 is a 4, so a 6. Column 2 is a strikeout. For John Henry Johnson, that's his first strikeout. Guidry has 3. Mike Edwards. 1-1's a 15 and a 1-6, so 16 in column 1 is a single. And a possible error. Shortstop. Hurry up throw. Possible error. Roll against the error's fielder rating if it's higher. Bucky Dent's a 54 and it's a 43, so no error, but it'll be a single. Single for Mike Edwards. Mario Guerrero, 1-2. Guerrero's batting third. Okay, a 1-2 is a 35. And then a 1-6, so a 36 in column 1's a ground ball to third. Double play. Actually, it says with a man on first, third base is in. All others are halfway. If you go by their little chart, suggested infield positioning chart. So Nettles would have been halfway. No, wait a minute. Nettles would have been in. Out of first, lead runner. Out at first as lead runner holds. Well, that doesn't make sense. Man on first with nobody out. Third base is in, others halfway. Out of first. He can't hold. If lead runner's forced, he's out at fielder's choice. So you just got to keep reading. So it's a fielder's choice. Guerrero's at first. 1 out. Mitchell Page. 2-5. 3. And then a 2-3. Is a 1. So 4 column 2 is a strikeout. 5-4 is a 1 and a 5-5. So a 4 column 5 is a ground out to short. Sorry for the little delay there on the not reading the entire thing there. David, you're probably yelling at me. It's a fielder's choice. Keep reading. Bucky Dent 2-3, 16, and then a 2-3. So 20 in column 2 is a fly out to right. Mickey Rivers, 6'6", is a 9. Shaded 9. So let's see if that changes. A 33. He's a lefty. 33 and a lefty changes to a 7. And then a 6'4". So an 8 will be a single. Single to left. And he's going to try to steal here. Hold rating of 4 for John Henry Johnson. And then the catcher Newman is a 3. So a 4 and a 3 makes it a 43. 65. So that will be a stolen base for Mickey Rivers. You like the 2 shaded pitching cards for stream lefty-righty splits? Yeah. It's the first time I've had one. First time I've experienced it. I did try one out before I started, this replay. Just to try one out, but first time in this replay. 6'5" is a 31, and then a 6'1". So is a 2, so 33 in column 6 is a pop out to second. Runner has to hold. Here's Thurman Munson. 6-6. Again is a shaded 8. 41, righty. 41 stays an 8. And then a 6-5 versus a righty. So a 8 plus 5 is a 13. That is a home run for Thurman Munson. 2-run shot for Thurman Munson. He's been hitting pretty well in this replay. He's come up with a lot of clutch hits and key hits and whatever you want to call them. So that makes it 4-0 now, Yankees. Here's Lou Piniella. 2 outs, bases clear. 2-5 is a 50, and then a 2-4. 54 in column 2 is a ground out to second base. First time Piniella's retired. 2 runs, it's 4-0. Yankees won this game in reality 3-1. Taylor Duncan, 5-4 is a 1, and then a 5-2 is a 1, so a 2 in column 5 is a ground out to first. Tony Armas, he only hit 2 home runs. 78, 1-3 is a 2, and a 1-3 is going to be a strikeout. Second time he goes down swinging. Essien walked his first time up. 2-1 is a 37 and a 2-3. 38 in column 2 is a ground out to third. Top of the 6th, 4-0 Yankees. Guidry on his way to winning. Maybe, I need to check that. 5 or 6 in a row. 3-1. 3-1's a 4, shaded 4, column 3. And a 21 is going to drop that to a 1. That drops that to a 1, and then a 3-6 versus a lefty is a 1. So it's a 2, it's a ground ball to the mound. It's a ground ball back to John Henry Johnson. There's Greg Nettles, another lefty-lefty matchup. 3-1 is a 4. Shaded 4 again. 15. It's going to drop it to a 1 and then a 3-5. So another ground ball back to the mound. 3-6. 3-6 is a 42, and this is going to be the lefty-righty split deal. Right, 3-5. I still like to look for some reason. So a 3-6 is a 42, and then a 3-5. You just never know. Is a 3, so 45. That's going to be a single because he's a righty and he's facing a left-handed pitcher. Cliff Johnson, single, 2 outs. Hello, Al Red Sox. 4-6. 4-6 is a 1, and then a 4-5 versus a righty is third base. So that'll be a ground. Well, let's see. Third base. There's a runner on, so it's a 4. With the infield back, it'll be a ground out. Ground out to third. I'm still waiting to see Randall Tex Cobb versus Muhammad Ali. That's my request. 6-2. That was a 6-2. 6-2 is a 9. Shaded. Right-hander. 66 is an 11. Uh-oh. Changes that to an 11, and a 6-2 is a 12 total. So possible home run if anything but a 1, and it is out of here for Gary Alexander. and it's a 2. So Gary Alexander hits one out. Off Guidry is 4-1. Yankees. 4-6. 4-6 is a 5, and then a 4-2. Second base is a 7. That'll be a ground out to second base for DeLeon. Mike Edwards. 1-4 is a 35, and a 1-3, so a 36 total is a ground out to third. Mario Guerrero. 1-4, 35, and a 1-6, so a 36 is a ground out to third. They get one. Yeah, I'd like to see how long he can go. How long can Randall Texcobb go versus Muhammad Ali? I want to see the game at work. That's my whole point. I want to see title bout. You know, can he knock him out in 3 rounds or 2 rounds or whatever? That's when I know the game's working. Does that make sense? 5-3 is a 6, and then a 5-3. You know what? I really should take him out. He needs to come out. I'll keep the roll, but now I'll re-roll. We'll start over because I need to take John Henry Johnson out. I got talking about boxing, so let's see. And I should have looked to see who they brought in. How about Elias Sosa? Elias Sosa. Bucky Dent. Start over. 5-5 is a 15. And then a 5-2, 17 in column 5. And it's going to be an infield single for Bucky Dent. Mickey Rivers, he's going to bunt. He is going to bunt. And he is a 2-bunter. And we get an 8 with the infield in. 2 and an 8 sack. So good sacrifice bunt. Moves Dent to second. 1 out. Willie Randolph. 1-5 is a 5 and a 1-6, so an 8. 8 in column 1 is a pop out to third. For Willie Randolph. 2 away. Thurman Munson. See if he can come through with another big hit here. 5-2. Get a little insurance. Oh, there's 2 outs. He's got the carrot, but 5-2 is a 27, and then a 5-5 is a 30. Column 5 would be a fly out, sacrifice fly, but there's 2 outs. So he gave it a ride. Nothing doing. Bottom of the 7th. 4-1. Mitchell Page, 5-3, it's a 5, and then a 5-6 is a 4, so a 9 in column 5 is a base on balls. And the result is, okay. So he walks Mitchell Page. Brings up Jeff Newman. 4-1 is a 4, and then a 4-4. Shortstop, so that'll be a double play is what that'll be. Because Dent is a 2. 6-4-3 double play. Here's Taylor Duncan, 2 outs. 4-5. 4-5's an 11. And then a 4-3. Third base is a 1, so a 12 in column 4 is a possible error. We got to check. Greg Nettles, 45, 62. So it will be he'll reach on an error by Nettles. Okay. Yeah, that's what you were saying. He went the distance with Larry Holmes. 3-3. 3-3 is a 5. Shaded 5. Let's see if it changes. 13. 13 is going to drop to a 1. We're getting these low rolls on these shaded. It's dropping them down to 1s. And then a 3-4 is a 2, so a 3 is a dribbler to the catcher. Mark that off. Oh, wait a minute. I don't need to mark that off. Dribbler to the catcher. Well, it's going to be out of first instead. 2-3. That is the third out in the 7th. All right, so who's not a very good boxer that I'm not thinking of? Butterbean. You got Butterbean. Can Butterbean face Muhammad Ali? That's what I want to see. I want to see a really bad boxer versus Muhammad Ali. 3-2 for Sweet Lou is an 18. Or no, 3-2 is a 2. See if that changes. Another 15 or low number. So it's going to drop to a 1. And then a 3-5. I think I looked at Sosa's card for some reason. 3-5 is I got to quit thinking about boxing. It is a 3, so it's a 4. Column 3s, they fly out to right. It was still an out either way. Doesn't matter. 4-4. 4-4 is a 4, and then a 4-3. Third base, so a 7. That'll be a ground out to third. I'm going to get him killed. That's what I want to. Not I don't want to see him get killed, but I want to see the game engine. I want to see the game work. You know, I want to see something. A mismatch actually be a mismatch. 1-6 is a 45, and then a 1-2. 47 is a strikeout. Nettles strikes out. Sosa strikes him out. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3. That's 4, 7 batters for Sosa. So we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 4-1 Yankees. Essien leading off 6-5, 31, and then a 6-2 is a 32 total. That'll be a strikeout. Guidry has the K. Alexander, a 3-4. Homered his last time up. He's got the lone run for the whoever they're playing. Oakland. 3-4. 3-4 is a 57 and a 3-5. So 58 in column 3. That's the rare play. So it's odd number. We got bases clear and 1 out. We got to roll. We roll two dice, add them up, so an 8. Tapped in front of the plate. Roll one die against the catcher's defensive rating. If the die is not higher, catcher quickly fields the ball and fires to first. Thurman Munson is a 5. So it's a 2, so he will get him at first. So it's a little dribbler in front of the plate. Thurman Munson throws out Gary Alexander. Oh, I know. I know you can make a mismatch. That's what I want to see. A quick one. 3-1 is a 4. And then a 3-4 is a 1. So a 5 in column 3 is a fly out to left. He has that double asterisk there, but he's not going to reach base. He's going to fly out to left, and that'll end the 8th inning. Now let's see who they're going to go with. Dave Heverlow. Dave Heverlow will now come on in the 9th inning, facing. Is he going to face Cliff Johnson? I don't think he's going to. He's going to face Jim Spencer. I think he's going to face Jim Spencer. He'll be the new DH. Lefty. 1-4 is a 35. 1-3 is a 37, and that'll be a ground ball to second. And I need to put that over there, not there. Duh. Am I out? So Spencer out. 1 out. Paul Blair, a 1-3 is a 3, and a 1-5 is a 3, so a 6, that's going to be a strikeout. There's Bucky Dent, 3-4. 3-4 is a 57, and a 3-1 is a 2, so 59 in column 3. Wait a minute, is that right? 3-4 is a 57. And then a 3-1 is a 2, so 59 in column 3. So it's not a raised number deal, but we still end up with the looping drive to the outfield. Left fielder. There's no raised number. What do you do there? Oh, I'm looking at column 2. Duh. 59. 58 to 62 is a rare play. I'm looking at, that's why I was all confused. Okay, so it's an even. If it's even, you use play result 53 through 57. Dribbler to the mound. With 2 outs, play is on the batter, and there are 2 outs. And nobody on, so either way. So bottom of the 9th inning is 4-1 Yankees. Let's see here. So if Guidry allows a base runner, is it 1 runner or 2 runners? I can't remember all of a sudden. Is it 1 runner or 2 runners? Next base runner of any kind. And he doesn't have a shutout, so 3-4. 3-4 is a 57. And we're heading towards the rare play chart again, right? 3-4 is a 57 and a 3-6. So 58. Rare play. Oh, we got the 1. So that's a foul territory. Oakland, Alameda. No, it's Oakland County Coliseum. 11-63 is a foul out. 52. I need to put that back. So it's a foul out to third base. One out, Mario Guerrero. 4-5 is a 2. And a 4-3 is going to be a ground out to third. Down to their final out. Mitchell Page. Actually, yeah, he's going to bat. 2-2. 2-2's an 11. 2-6 is a 12. Column 2. Single. Shows me for trying to almost take him out, but he singles. And he's going to try for a stolen base here. Guidry's a 4 on the hold. And Munson is a 5. So 53, he's got to be higher than a 53, does not. So he will not steal. So now we go to the B grades for Ron Guidry. 6'3", 31, and a 6'2". Or it doesn't matter, 6. Column 6 is a 3, so 34. Column 6 is a fly out to center for Jeff Newman, and not the race car driver, but the baseball player. Flies out to center, that ends the game. And I'll have to check on how many in a row that is. We'll look here in just a second. 4-1, Yankees win. Guidry goes the distance again. Gives up how many hits? 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. 1 run. It was earned. It was a home run. Walks and strikeouts. 2 strikeouts. 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts. Walks. 1, 2 walks. So here's his actual line. He went 8 1/3. Got the win. 8-0. Moved to 8-0. 7-3 here in the replay with this win. Gave up 6 hits in real life. 4 here. 1 run. 1 run. 2 walks. 2 walks. 11 strikeouts. 6 strikeouts. 1 home run. 1 home run. I wonder who the home run was by. I should know these things. I can look. Really quick like, hopefully. Let's see. Because I am curious who hit the home run. If it was Alexander, that's crazy. Ha! Guess what? It was. Gary Alexander hit the home run in real life, and he hits one here. Nice. That is awesome. That's really cool. All right, let's see here. He is 1. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. 6. 6 in a row. 6 straight for Guidry. 7-3 now in the replay. And he's like I said, he's 8-0 at this point in reality. Alexander, the not so great. Well, I had to hunt for him. He was on I think he finished the year with Cleveland. He hit 27 home runs. He was batting 9th in this game. course, he only hit 225. Did play 148 games. So, all right, guys. Thanks for joining me on this Thursday morning. I'll be back with some more stuff. I got some more stuff planned. Probably, I got to finish up that golf tournament. Par 3 golf tournament. We're down to the final 6 golfers. We got 2 more rounds, or 2 more matches to end up to finish the final 4, to get to the final 4. So I'll be back with that here in just a little bit. You guys have a great rest of your day. Take care and God bless.